And the question that people ask, do you need this with a DBX 286? The answer, I'm going to give it to you right now.
You're watching a Start to Finish Podcasting Quick Tip, brought to you by the Start to Finish Podcasting TV Network with Andre Lewis.
So welcome to the Start to Finish Podcasting Podcast with Andre Lewis, where I help you create, grow, and improve your podcast. Today, we're going to talk about if you really need a Cloudlifter with a DBX. Now, some say, of course you do. You definitely do. While others say, no, you don't. The DBX puts out enough power and juice to power up a SM7B such as this microphone right here. So, who's wrong? And I say nobody. Nobody's wrong. That particular question is one of those questions where it can be yes and no. Now, what I have here is, let me turn this around, is the Cloudlifter. Now, this kind of solid, nice little piece of gear, very durable. This here provides you with 20 decibels of gain. So it kind of works for the DBX, okay? So I'm going to give you a prime example of how this works real quick. You'll connect your microphone into this part right here. It'll go into here. Then it will go out into your DBX. Now, somewhere between your microphone and that DBX, preferably in here, particularly in here, 20 decibels of gain gets boosted. So when it comes out of the DBX 286 and goes in to this focus right 18i8, you'll get an extra 20 decibels of gain without having to turn this up to about 52 decibels of gain. So that's what this does. It boosts the signal. Now, without the Cloudlifter, you can use the Shure SM7B with this DBX 286. It has enough power to provide a good signal. However, when you're using this Shure SM7B, you're going to have to turn the input gain up to about 52 to 59 decibels of gain to get a good, clean, clear signal. Now, while you do that, it's still not going to mess your recording up, but it does when you turn your preamp gain up, it runs the risk of introducing hissing and a higher noise floor. And, you know, it runs the risk of background noise and things of that nature. However, I mean, the DBX does have some features here that can take care of that. So that's why I say the answer is yes and no, because you can use this Shure SM7B with this, and it will get rid of the background noise. It'll reduce the hissing and the noise floor, because the DBX has features like the expander gate that will take care of that. It has a compressor, has a de-esser, and it also has an output gain volume or option that you can use to, kind of boost your volume a little bit if it's too low when you record. So without the Cloudlifter, if you're using the Shure SM7B or this RE320 right here, you definitely can use it without a Cloudlifter. This right here, you would have to boost that gain up to about between 52 and I would say 59 decibels of gain, which, like I said, introduces more noise. It could introduce more noise, a higher noise floor, hissing, and background noise. Now, with this Cloudlifter here, you won't have to turn that gain up. So with this Cloudlifter, and I have one connected right now, I'm using a Cloudlifter to record this video. Look where my volume's at. Just under maybe 29, 28 decibels of gain. I didn't have to, and sometimes I even have it at 18. I didn't have to boost it all the way up because I have a Cloudlifter. So the Cloudlifter is boosting that gain up for me, so the DBX doesn't have to work as hard. Do you follow what I'm saying? And I'll give you an example if you're not. So what I said was the Cloudlifter pretty much does the work for the DBX, a lot of the work. So let's just say, for example, I'm going to give you a good example. If you're outside, you go outside, you want to mow the lawn, okay? You know those old lawnmowers that you push and you just keep pushing and walking back and forth? You remember those? If you're my age, you'll remember them. You just push and then it just kind of moves by itself and you're cutting the grass, but you just got to walk and push it and do the work. Now, if you do a lawn that's, I'd say 50 yards, walking and pushing and going back and forth, that's a lot of work on you because you're using your muscles, your body muscles and stuff like that to push it. Now, let's just say you get a lawnmower that you can just ride. And all you're doing now is stepping on pretty much the gas, the pedal, to move and steer. So which one is doing more work if you're using a power lawnmower? It would be the powered lawnmower, the one you sit on. Now, in terms of the other lawnmower, the one that you push, who would be doing more work? You. So if you get a lawnmower that's a powered lawnmower that you sit on and you're cutting the grass, less work on you. You're pretty much not doing much. You're not doing a bulk of the work. It's that powered lawnmower that you're stepping on and steering that's going. Whereas if you use the lawnmower that you push, you're doing more of the work. So what this Cloudlifter is that power lawnmower. And without it is that mower that you push. So this, just like the powered lawnmower, will take the work off of you and take the work off the DBX. So you're the DBX and the Cloudlifter is the powered lawnmower. Okay? So by using the Cloudlifter, you're taking work off the DBX. Okay? You're taking all, it's not doing that. It's not working as hard. It's working, but it's not working as hard. The DBX has the Cloudlifter to make sure that it's not working as hard. So I think I might have went overboard in explaining it, but I just wanted to make sure you know what exactly this DBX does and how important it is to, not DBX, this Cloudlifter does and how important it is to a DBX because it gives them a little bit less work to do. Okay? So do we have it? We got it good. So should you use a DBX? That's subjective. Some people don't think so. Some people say, yeah, you should. Me personally, I think you should. And I say that because, and that's only if you have the money. Not everybody has $149 to buy a Cloudlifter. I mean, if you have a DBX and, you have a Shure SM7B or RE320 and you think you don't need it, that's fine. I mean, like I said, this DBX does very well with producing good audio. The Cloudlifter just minimizes the risk of hissing, background noise, and a higher noise floor. So should you use it? I would. I like the fact that this here is not working as hard as opposed to not using it and having to push this gain all the way up. So should you use a Cloudlifter? I would suggest that you do. Do you need a Cloudlifter? Of course you don't. You really don't. There's a lot of gentlemen and women, podcasters who don't use a Cloudlifter and they sound great. I forgot the gentleman's name. Real good guy on YouTube. Darren O'Neill. I believe it's Darren O'Neill. He has a YouTube page and he speaks of his RE320 and DBX and he's not used he does. I believe he did a couple of videos where he wasn't using a Cloudlifter and he sounded great. So you don't need a Cloudlifter. I just suggest that you do get one, so you don't have to have your DBX work as hard. And I'm telling you, with a lower signal, your lower signal, the lower this signal is, the better the cleaner your audio and your gain, your signal will be. That Cloudlifter really helps. But like I said, the DBX does so much. It does so much. Like, this thing is like an all-in-one type of deal here. You cannot go wrong with the DBX. It's only, I think it's running about $199, and I'll leave a link to the DBX as well as the Cloudlifter in the description. I just want to be transparent. I do get an affiliate. I have an affiliate link for both of these, and I do get a small proceed if you do purchase the DBX or the Cloudlifter with my link. So I just wanted to be clear with that. But great piece of equipment here. I'm telling you, man, this thing does it all. It even has a de-esser. So those who have that S sound that just people just don't like, you can set your frequency and kind of drop that sound a little lower. It has a compressor. The expander gate is great, and then it has this. If you don't know, it has a frequency enhancer. It has a high frequency enhancer and a low frequency enhancer, and it sounds real good. I mean, you can adjust it. It sounds good. I mean, it makes it changes. It's a game changer. It really is a game changer. This piece of machinery is good, man. I'm telling you, I purchased two of them. One for myself and one for my wife. We do a podcast together. So I wanted her to get, a DBX too, so she can, have her own, adjustments and things of that nature. I mean, you can't hook more than one mic to this thing. I mean, you can get a splitter, but then you're definitely having that DBX work way too hard, because now it's trying to fix two different voices, and it's just not good to do that. It's kind of overworking it. So I purchased another DBX. So my wife has her own DBX 286, and I have mine. So when we're recording our podcast, we have a podcast on separate channels. I can adjust it to make sure everything's fine with her, because our voices are totally different. So we have to have two different settings and adjustments. They can't be the same. So that's why I have two. So that's it, man. I mean, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to let you know, hey, you don't have to have a Cloudlifter, but if you do, it's good stuff, man. It works. I mean, the Cloudlifter works. It gives you 20 decibels of gain. That's 20 decibels of gain. There's no tricks or nothing like that. Just straight connected, 20 decibels of gain. You got it. There it is. All right. So I hope I answered your question. Should you or should you not use the Cloudlifter with the DBX 286? Totally up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. But, if it was me, I'd use it. I do use it for the RE320 also. Right here, I have the input volume, the input gain for about 28 decibels, somewhere close to that. With the RE320, I can go down to like 15 decibels of gain, and it still sounds great. And that's without any post-production or anything like that. So, I use Logic Pro 10. I used to use a lot of those plugins, but since I got this DBX, I don't have to. Many of the plugins that I were using was a compressor, a de-esser, an expander gate, and the output. I used all of that in Logic Pro 10. Those were all plugins that I had. No need to use them now because of this. I mean, I may throw a little EQ in there, but for the most part, this sounds good. Like my videos, I don't do any post-production with my videos. The way you hear them is the way I record them. There's no taking it back in Logic 10 or any type of post-production with my videos in terms of the audio, because most of it sounds pretty good as is. So that's all I want to tell you. If you're having some mixed thoughts about it, I hope this video has helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Andre Lewis, and make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I'm doing. And if you need to contact me, as always, starttofinishpodcasting@gmail.com. Visit the website, www.starttofinishpodcasting.com. I can't wait to see you, hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is Andre Lewis, and I'm out. Keep podcasting, all right? Later.
Thank you for watching the Start to Finish Podcasting TV Network.